and to make sure that you can hear me and you can see me. Thank you, Tatiana. Great. Here's a fresh tuberose from my heart to yours. Ah, great. All right. Well, here we are. Thanks for being here, friends. Mm, so grateful to be together. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena Lael. I have many recordings here on the app. A 10-day course, yogic practices for a peaceful life. I lead live sessions each week, and we are inside of our Sadhana series. If this is your first time being here together or your first time here in this series, no issue. You can join today. No worries. This is our third session in the Sadhana series, where we have this opportunity to take on different practices or different techniques, learn different techniques, or maybe just put into practice different techniques that support us being present, experiencing greater peace and well being, and that experience of the self. Who here, hi, Andy. Hi, Wanda. Who here has been here for any of the previous sessions? Just drop an emoji in the chat for me. Who's returning in our Sadhana series? Okay, great. Wonderful. Well, we're just going to keep deepening our experience together. Yes? Who here has felt some peace, some presence, a new experience of yourself in our previous sessions together? Drop an emoji for me. I imagine if you're here again, if you're back, there must have been a taste of something there for you, some presence of the self. All right. Well, just a little mm, introduction again for anyone who is new to this sadhana series or new to being together. The word sadhana refers to daily spiritual practice. And I always like to say that it, e- uh, each are welcome here. Whatever your belief systems are, your religion, your culture, you are fully, wholeheartedly welcome to be here with us in practice. What we are engaging in is available to each and every one of us, regardless of our beliefs or our religious um, choices. So I invite you to be here just as you are. And if the word spirituality doesn't resonate for you, if you don't believe, you could say, in spirituality, okay, no issue. I invite you to be here and have an experience. Who knows what you might experience? Yeah. Why not give it a try? So, daily spiritual practice, this opportunity to deepen into something. Who here knows the experience of doing something regularly and having it become easier, not only easier to engage in the practice because you're doing it regularly, but also easier to experience the benefits of it because you're doing it regularly? Who knows that experience? Maybe you have or have had a workout routine and you notice that after doing it regularly, maybe even on a daily basis or ongoing, that it feels easier to get into the habit of it and you start to feel better inside. Yeah, I'm seeing your emojis there. Thanks for sharing, friends. So, yes, when we engage in something regularly, it becomes more of a habit for the brain, for the mind. We become more aware of the benefits. It becomes more natural. And it can also be like a savings account. We've spoken to this analogy many times. We have this energetic or spiritual savings account, however you want to think of it. And each time we meditate, each time we engage in a practice that uplifts us, that expands us, that allows us to feel more present, more calm, more peaceful, it's like we're depositing spiritual wealth, whatever you want to call it, energy into that savings account. And if we do that regularly, we do that on a daily basis, that account grows, right? That storehouse within us of light, of energy, of an experience of the presence that we are, of that vitality, that prana, that chi, that ki, that life force energy becomes stronger and more potent within us. It doesn't mean that having a regular meditation practice or a regular spiritual practice, uh, that everything is always happy all of the time. We're human beings. We experience the whole range of emotions. That's natural. It does mean, though, that we have greater access to these more expanded experiences within ourselves, probably less reactivity, more mental clarity, less rumination, and maybe an experience of being able to touch that stillness inside, even when we are maybe caught in whirlwinds of drama or pain or chaos. So, sadhana, our daily practice, our daily commitment to ourself, our daily commitment to our soul, to our light, to support us in this process of awakening that is happening for each and every one, regardless of what you're doing in your life. We are all in this energy of awakening on the planet. So, to have a conscious daily practice, we are feeding our spirit, we are feeding our souls. Doesn't it feel good to just be together? Sometimes I love to just sit and pause and feel this presence, our collective presence, our oneness in this space. And even though we are on electronic devices, some of us on opposite sides of the planet, we are in this oneness, this energetic space, this grid of our oneness. And Insight Timer makes that possible on a physical level, yes. So much gratitude, so much gratitude for Insight Timer. Thank you. And if you don't know, sometimes there isn't a lot of clarity on the donation process and the subscription process and all of this. When you even if you pay a monthly subscription to have access to all of the courses, when you donate, a donation still contributes towards Insight Timer and the instructor. So you're still supporting even more of a contribution. And when you donate, you are, of course, supporting us as instructors as well. So deep gratitude for anyone who feels that freedom or that calling from the heart to donate because it supports all of this as a whole to continue functioning. Hi, John. All right. So we'll use our malas again today. Again, a mala is this beaded necklace, 108 beads. Sometimes we'll see smaller versions of this, maybe a bracelet with 16 beads or maybe 54 beads. So I invite you to take yours if you have it available. And if you don't have one, no issue. It is not necessary to have an experience of this inner stillness, this presence, this self. Not necessary, although very helpful at times, especially because when we use a mala, we help the mind to focus, among other things. In our first session of this series, we chanted the sacred sound Om. And I won't go too deep into what we've done, but I'll just touch on it. So we chanted Om, really awakening that vibration, that harmony within our whole being, not just in ourselves as energetic beings, but even in the tissues of the body, the cells, vibrating with that harmony, Om. In our second session, which was last session, we moved into the practice of japa, which will revisit today. And jap, this repetition of a mantra, is a very powerful practice to take us deeper and deeper into the experience of the self. And although we traditionally chant Sanskrit words or names of different deities when we practice japa, we are ultimately chanting to that sacredness, that source, that divinity within our own being. In our last session, we chanted to the deity, the Deva, Ganesh, Ganapati, the remover of obstacles, among other things. And when we're chanting to Ganapati, maybe some of you have a conscious relationship with this energy, with this deity, this Deva of Ganapati, of Ganesh, and you feel a tenderness or maybe a joy or a reverence in your heart when you chant. Maybe you have absolutely no relationship mentally or emotionally to Ganesh, and that's okay. When we chant these sounds in Sanskrit, again, we are chanting to that own energy within our being. We are chanting to the ability within our own sacredness to remove the perception of obstacles in our lives. We are chanting to that within ourselves, that innate power and wisdom of the self. And in today's practice, we are going to continue to deepen into all of these techniques as we move into another round of japa today. So we'll practice japa again today. Hi, Sib and Mom, welcome. And I think I saw maybe Ndege joined. No, not Dege. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Joe. So we'll move into the instruction of the practice and then just dive into the whole experience and be in that together. If you have your mala, we'll go over a brief reminder of how to hold the mala and how to use it. We hold the mala in the right hand, and rather than using the index finger, we place the mala on the middle finger. Again, just a brush up here. The ego finger the index finger represents the ego consciousness, this limited I, me, my identity consciousness. And so we don't involve that in our japa. Yes. We love the index finger. We love the ego. The ego is how we experience this identity in this spiritual human experience, but we don't engage it for japa. So we hold the mala on the middle finger, and then each time we repeat the chant, whatever it is when we're chanting, we use the thumb to I'm always trying to figure out how to show you all this. We use the thumb to move the mala after each repetition. Om, 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 om. Yes, like this. And then we come all the way to the end. We've gone all the way around where we come all the way back to the guru bead, this extra bead here. And rather than going over to do the next round, or maybe to continue for doing more than 108, traditionally 108 beads, rather than going over the guru bead, we turn the mala around. And again, this looks more complicated than it is. If you just give it a try, it becomes much easier. So to move it around, I'm saying I guess because I'm not exactly sure how I do this, but it looks like I place my thumb underneath so that I can lift it, flip it around, and then I start back in front of the guru bead again. So let's give that a try. Like, can imagine we've just gone, and again, if you don't have a mala, no issue. Yes, no issue. And hopefully you can see if you're not on the wide screen here. I have the wide view enabled today, so please feel free to turn your device or change it so you can see if you're not able to see. And of course, if you're not on the Insight Timer app and you're watching live someplace else, feel free to come join us on Insight Timer so you can engage in our live discussion. Okay, so again, here we are. We've come to the very end of the mala, and now we want to turn it around rather than going over to move into the next round. So I'm going to place my thumb underneath, lift it off my fingers, turn it around, and then I'm going to start again in front of the Guru bead. Yes, so we'll play with that. All right, so this is how we use the mala. You can use your left hand by either placing it underneath the mala or maybe taking chin mudra, covering the index finger with the thumb. I won't go into the explanation again today. And you can just rest that hand with the palm facing upward on the knee or the thigh. Okay, so any questions about the japa instruction before I move into what we're going to be doing today? Mm, all right. Looks like we don't have any questions. Many of us are experienced in this by now. Yes, we've practiced japa together sometimes, and some of you already have japa as part of your regular practice. And if it's unclear, these are all yogic practices, ancient wisdom practices rooted in vibrational language and understanding the, as much as we can, how profoundly, intimately, not only connected, but one we are with all of creation. I'll leave it at that for today. All right. So you can place your mala maybe around your neck or just set it down. We'll come back to the mala in a moment. We're going to begin today with chanting the sound Om 3 times. You can take Chin Mudra or Jnana Mudra, resting the hands. And as we've been practicing, we will chant the sound Om fully. Yes. So we'll open our mouths and use this power of the voice. There are many ways you can chant the sound Om, but we're getting in touch with this experience of really moving energy through the sound. After we chant Om 3 times, we'll take a moment in stillness, and then we'll move into our first round of japa. And I think we have time today to actually do 2 full rounds. So we're going to go super deep into this experience of ourselves. It's okay if when you're speaking the mantra, you get tongue-tied or sometimes the mind gets involved and you're like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm doing this right." Don't worry about any of it. Just do it as you can. Speak it as you can. No issue if you feel like you're getting lost. No need to be tense with yourself. Just take a breath. And if saying the mantra out loud is difficult for some reason, you can just practice saying it in your mind. And it's good. It's helpful in the beginning to speak it out loud if possible, though. So, our first mantra, we'll repeat what we learned last time or what we chanted together last time. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Again, this is a chant to Ganesh, to this perception of the removal of obstacles. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Last time we repeated the mantra at a very similar pace the whole time. This time we're going to gradually increase the speed of the mantra. And again, if you get tongue tied, it's okay. Just do what you can. So again, it's Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Then we'll sit in silence again, and then I will guide us into our new mantra for today's practice of japa, where we will be chanting to the Devi, the goddess Durga. Durga, we often see depicted riding a tiger or a lion, this powerful powerful embodiment of the divine feminine in all of her forms, but intensely strong and powerful and able to move through to move through life with that power and that grace. So we call on the strength of Ma Durga today. And again, if you don't have any relationship with with Durga or anything I'm saying kind of rubs you the wrong way, you can just think about it as chanting to these energies within your own being, your own sacredness, calling on your strength, regardless of our gender, regardless of our bodies. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us, and we can call on those to empower us. So we are chanting to Ma Durga, awakening this fierce love and this power and this strength within us, this compassion. We call on that. So again, we'll begin with our 3 ohms. We'll move into one round of chanting to Lord Ganesh, Lord Ganapati, removing the perception of obstacles, awakening this inner wisdom. We'll be in silence and we'll move into our final mantra for Ma Durga. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. So again, we're chanting Om and then the bead or the seed mantra for Durga, and then the salutations to Durga, Namaha. Om, and repeat after me. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. DUM. Wonderful. Okay, we're about to move into. Can you feel the energy? I feel it's so strong already. Any questions before we begin our practice? Are you ready to have an experience together? And again, I'll wait just a moment because sometimes the chats come through a little slowly. Thank you, dearest Jeanette, for your donation. Oh, and we have a circle here on the app. Come join us in our circle. It's such a loving, kind place to be. Hi, Tom. Oh, Tom, I'm so happy to see you. Blessings to you and your family. You've been in my heart, so close in my heart, always in my heart. Hi, Kelly. Ah, I was in the middle of saying something and then I saw Tom and got distracted. Oh, our circle. Our circle is love heals all. Distracted in the best way possible. Love heals all. Oh, wonderful, Kelly. I'm so happy you could join also. And we're just about to start the practice. We just had a long intro, and now we're going to move into the experience together. Wonderful. It's such a gift to be with each and every one here. Each and every one. I'm so grateful for your presence. So grateful. Do you feel me? Can you feel me? Even though I'm on the other side of a screen, the other side of the world for some, I can feel you in my heart, in the space around me, vibrating in my body. Hi, Ola, in my cells. What a gift. What a gift to be in this oneness. Hi, Jason. Perfect timing. We don't have to start over. We're just about to start our practice. Oh, I can feel your love, my friends. I'm so grateful for your love. I love you so. I cherish you so. I forgive me for not being on the app more. I'm in a life transition right now. And so I've only been here once a week. Hi, Melissa. Oh, I'm so grateful you're here. So I love it when we're together more than once a week. And for right now, I'm so grateful for just this one time. I miss you. I think of you. I'm grateful for our circle because in our circle, I get to feel more connected to you throughout the week when we're not together in this way. All right, we're going to move into our practice. It's finally time. Again, if you just arrived and you have a mala, please have your mala for today's practice, and I will just guide us. So let's begin by sitting tall, my friends. One of the reasons we sit tall is so we're more alert and awake in our practice. Another is so that the energy can move freely up and down the spine, the Sushumna Nadi. Roll the shoulders up and back a couple of times and then allow them to rest down. You can take Chin Mudra, covering the index finger gently if you wish. Hands rest on the knees or the thighs. Let's take a slow, deep breath in together. And just exhale. And now we'll begin 3 ohms. I'll be a little quiet because of the mic, but feel free to use the full power of your voice, your Shakti, your energy. Let us inhale. Oh. One more. Be still. Breathe deeply. Relax the body. If you have a mala, I invite you to take your mala in your right hand with your thumb in front of the guru bead and the mala resting on your middle finger. You may wish to gently roll your gaze up between the eyebrows to the first eye, the Ajna chakra, with the eyes closed. Relax the shoulders, the belly, and we'll move into one complete round of 108. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We'll begin chanting slower and gradually increase the pace. Again, if you don't have a mala, no issue. You can just focus on the chanting. Invite you to allow yourself to really be with your experience. Be inward here. Be with yourself. Let us begin. Inhale. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Be very still. Relax the body. Breathe. Notice what you feel inside. Tingling, vibration, pulsations, energy, Shakti, movement. Maybe you're feeling emotion well into the surface or the stillness of your being. It's all okay. It's all okay. Relax your hands. Be still. And let's take a breath. And now to continue with our japa practice, rather than going over the guru bead, we turn the mala around. So however that works for you. You can go this direction, just flipping it, or you can take the thumb and flip it the other way as you wish. Flip the mala around. So we'll be going back the other direction. And now we'll move into our Durga practice. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Again, we'll start at a slower pace and gradually increase. If the increase in the chanting is difficult or uncomfortable, or you just feel like staying in that deep, slow pace, feel free to do so. There's no need to speed it up. You can stay in whatever pace feels like it's nourishing your being. Yes, this is your practice, your experience of yourself, with yourself, for yourself. So as you wish. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. We didn't say Maha, Maha, our Holy Mother in all her forms. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. Again, you may wish to have the gaze rolled up between the eyebrows to the Ajna chakra, the first eye. Otherwise, maybe the eyes are just closed or the gaze is looking downward, so the attention is really turned within. The malas in the right hand. Again, if you don't have a mala, no issue. Let us begin. Om Dum Maha. Sorry, I'll slow it down. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. 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 And Sun has listed the spelling in the chat if that's helpful. Thank you so much. I read your mind, you read my mind. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. 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 Now chant with more energy. Use the power of your energy, your heart. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. Om Dumaha 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 Durgaye Namaha, chanting to that power, that love, that light, that strength within you. Om Dumaha Durgaye Namaha. 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 With passion. Om Dumaha Durgaye Namaha. 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 Om Dum Maha Durgaye Namaha. Be very still, relaxed and still. Experience your own self. If you have your mala, very gracefully place it on your bare skin, either around your neck and on your chest, or if it's a bracelet on your wrist. And then return to stillness and just be. Be in this energy, this presence. The body is relaxed. The breath is relaxed. Just allow whatever's arising. Welcome whatever is arising. Whatever it is, just welcome. Allow it to be just as it is. Allow, allow. And now welcome all parts of you. Welcome your mind, emotions, physical sensations, ego. Just welcome, welcome with this grace of Ma, this love of Ma, the mother, power of the divine feminine within each and every one. Embrace every part of you that you judge, that you push away, that you turn your back to. Embrace every part of you in your heart, in your sacredness. Just welcome. Nothing to fix or judge, nothing to run off to or to solve. Just be right here with all of you, all of you. Place your hands over your heart. Offer yourself gratitude. I invite you to stay in this space, to be still for as long as you like. For anyone who's ready to complete, you can very slowly begin to move the body, stretch a little, move the spine. Take a few deep breaths. Mm. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Just stay right here for a moment. What are you aware of inside? Is there a vibration, an expansion, a power, a stillness, a clarity? Maybe you're more aware of deeper emotions that have been stuck. Maybe you're more aware of a wholeness, your wholeness. What are you experiencing? This experience of yourself right now, what is there? Melissa asks a great question. Do I say the last chant on the last beat or on the guru beat? We always end, begin and end before and after the guru bead. So we don't count the guru bead. The guru bead is our placement. It's our beginning and our completion. Thank you again, San, for putting the spelling of the mantra. It was in my consciousness, and then I opened my eyes and you had done it. So I'm very grateful. And again, if the speeding up of the mantra is uncomfortable or you just don't enjoy it, you can take your time. There's no need to speed up if you wish to stay slow. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. They're not my teachings. I'm deeply grateful to share them, though. Such a gift, yes. You can pass down wisdom through the ages, serving future generations. And each of you can share these things with the people in your lives. If they uplift you, if they transform your life, share them. We need anything and everything more than ever these days to support us. It's rough, not just in a outer realm, but even if things probably were more relaxed outside or not so challenging, the internal world has been shaking for some time and it continues to shake. So we'll stay for just a moment. Would love to hear anything you wish to share. Um, oh, yes, yes. So uh, Jeanette's asking if I can post the mantras in our circle, and I will definitely do that with pleasure. With pleasure. Oh, well. Heather, were you able to experience any peace from this practice today? Were you able to feel that a little inside? Anyone here, were you able to feel a little bit of peace inside today? And it's okay if you couldn't. I've spoken about this quite a bit in our last two sessions that, many of us have this idea that sadhana or our meditation practice or our daily practices, our daily spiritual practices, that they're supposed to make us happy and peaceful and everything's supposed to be okay. But oftentimes these practices take us deeper. They take us deeper into facing ourselves. They take us deeper into the parts of ourselves that we've left behind, that we've ignored. They take us deeper into the waking up to the drama that we live in, to the illusion that we live in. The practices take us into our awakening. They guide us through our awakening. And it's often a very, very messy process and uncomfortable. So sometimes when we move into our practices, these different techniques, we don't feel peaceful right away, and that's okay. However, guaranteed, I'm giving you 100% guarantee here that if you practice them regularly, your life will transform. I'm living proof of that for sure. Wonderful, Heather. Ah, wonderful, Jeanette. Wonderful. You've got some great spell checks today. Oh, beautiful, Ola. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, Danielle. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, beautiful, Heather. Lovely, lovely. Well, wait just a moment in case anyone else feels like sharing anything, and then I'll bring our session to a completion. Again, come join our circle. Love heals all. Love heals all. So grateful for you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. Why don't we just take a moment to be in presence together? I'll come a little closer. Just take a final moment to be together in this way. Just open, just allow. And across your arms, allow your mind to rest, your heart to soften. Just allow. You have everything you need inside of you, my loves, my beloved one. You have everything you need. Come home. Come home. Remember. Remember who you are. Remember. Mm. Mm. See you next Monday with deep, deep gratitude and love. Great love to you. Great love and blessings for your whole life experience in our oneness. I pranam.